What's up, guys, and welcome to my non-spoiler review for James Wan's latest, newest horror film, *Malignant*. Some of you might be going into this movie wondering, what is it about? The trailers are really kind of interesting, but you can't really pinpoint what the exact story of this movie is. And don't worry, I won't spoil it on you, but boy, is it a treat sitting there experiencing this film. I'll tell you what, going in, I had decent expectations, I guess. I mean, I go into every movie with an open mind, clean slate. But before actually the movie started, you think, okay, this is a James Wan movie, so you're at least hoping for a good, a well-directed film. And that is absolutely true. This is an extremely well-directed movie. James Wan continues to prove time and time again that he is a master at his craft. Sure, he tries playing outside the box with something like Furious 7, which he directed, but his roots are horror, and I think he is a master at just making these kinds of movies and shooting them. This movie looks like a James Wan film. The cinematography here is exactly what you'd expect from a movie from James Wan. You have a lot of overhead shots, just a lot of really cool kind of tricks he does with the camera. And visually, this movie is impressive as all James Wan's movies are. And it's wonderfully directed. The scenes, where there's supposed to be tension, there's tension, and the big thing here is the story. Is the story any good? And I thought the story here was surprising. I thought it was interesting. I thought some of the reveals that happen in the film are shocking, but in the best ways. And they extremely creeped me out. I would say I was sitting there and I was like, whoa, like some of the imagery that you're seeing is really kind of intense and different. I think this is a really original horror movie, and some of the things that happen. I mean, the movie always kind of keeps you interested. Right from the first scene, you're always interested, and as the story kind of progresses, they kind of give you hints and hints and hints and things of what's actually going on. And as the movie kind of progresses, for me anyway, you're always kind of interested and trying to be like, okay, I like where this is going. I like the progression here. I think the movie is extremely well paced, and by the time things start to pay off, it's almost like you're kind of sitting there like, holy crap, what's happening is happening right now. And it was almost just like you had to kind of be in shock, but go with it. And then when the movie ends, it stays with you because you kind of think, like, wow, if I watch this movie again, which I definitely will, you're gonna maybe see things differently. And I think that would just even make the experience even better without spoiling anything. I thought the acting was great. Annabelle Wallis? Is it Annabelle or Annabella? Pretty sure it's Annabelle Wallis. She was also the star of the Annabelle film, and I think this might be her best performance. I think she's never been better. I think she pulls off the emotional stuff, the horror stuff. Just she's so much better than she was in Annabelle, and I think that's just a testament to how good of a director James Wan actually is. There's some really nice little cameos in this movie as well from other James Wan films or James Wan produced films. Two actors in particular. Madison Wolfe appears in this. She has like a small cameo role. She played Janet in The Conjuring 2. She was incredible in that. When you see her in this, for me anyway, I instantly recognized her. And also McKenna Grace stars in this as well. She played the younger Judy in Annabelle Comes Home. Judy Warren. So yeah, some really nice little cameo roles in this, and honestly, I was a big fan of this movie. Its originality is something special, and I think it's very rewatchable just because of some of the things that happen in the movie alone, and it kind of makes you want to perceive maybe some of the earlier scenes a little differently. And that's all I'll really say before I slip up and get spoilery with this, which I don't plan to do. I want you guys to experience this movie for yourselves, knowing as little as possible, because I really think that it is one of the best um, reveals and twists in a movie of the last couple of years. I was really impressed by the story here, and the entertainment value. I loved the movie. I really did. The only thing that I would say that I didn't like about it, it's the score, the musical score. I liked 75% of the score. 25% of it gets a little too hardcore techno for me, and some of the ways that kind of music is edited into the film could feel kind of intrusive at times, where you want things to maybe be a little more subtle. It doesn't happen often, maybe 3-4 times in the movie, especially during the opening credits. That's the music I'm talking about, the opening credits music. That kind of music kind of appears through the film later on a couple times, and that I thought it didn't really fit as well as the rest of the score did. It just didn't mesh as well. But *Malignant* is a big thumbs up for me, and I'm going to give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. And I highly recommend this one if you see it in the theater, HBO Max, wherever you feel comfortable watching this movie. I highly recommend you watch it. Guys, comment down below. Do you plan on watching this movie? What are your thoughts on it if you did? Please don't spoil anything in the comment section if you do so choose to leave a comment. Guys, you could also follow me on Twitter at RyanKing72 and on Instagram at KingArises131 for some special silly little things. Who knows? Upcoming videos, you could expect an all-new 4K and Blu-ray update video. Should be coming tomorrow. Obviously, the weekly live show where we have digital giveaways and all that sort of thing, and maybe some surprise stuff along the way as well. And if anybody's curious how this ranks for me upon James Wan movies, I think The Conjuring is my favorite horror film. Along with Halloween 1978, I think they're the best. Saw would probably be my second favorite James Wan film, just solely alone for the creation of John Kramer, one of the best horror characters in film history. But I would probably say that I do like *Malignant* a little more than *Insidious*, and I'm probably going to say this is my third favorite James Wan film. I did really enjoy it. Guys, that's about it for me. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Over and out.